Alright, what's up? What's up, guys? Zombie King 4544 here. Look at this. Around 122. And no, I did not use power vacuum to get to round 100. I've only been playing like 6 hours and a half. I've been wanting to stream, but obviously that's not happened yet. So, power vacuum. Hey, look, the game's been out forever. Power vacuum. I have went down 0 times to round 100, and it was like 102 or 3. And now I have 4 downs using power vacuum. 4 downs using power vacuum. You tell me how an OP setup like this, you can die that quick. Because it's boring as shit, I'm telling you. It's boring to use power vacuum. How I would die though is, well, for one thing, it's Buck's fault. It's your fault, Buck. You know, you were messaged and I paused the game. And when I paused the game, I looked over at the computer and read the message, and then I was like trying to set up Fortnite and trying to change the display and stuff to upload a video, because streaming is super time consuming. It really is. Most of all streaming, or most of all gamers that do on YouTube, they upload videos. There are the exceptional few, like 2 or 3 that stream and do really well, but they build a platform for years and years and years and years. And so that's something that I've not done. And I'm going to show you the difference in this. And so I just want to be consistent with uploads, because I basically play for a little while, I don't play for a little while, I'm off and on. This time, the reason I stopped streaming, the 100% stopped streaming, is because of the internet. It was such a hassle to go from my house miles and miles away. It was like 4 or 5 miles, and it wasn't too awful far, but then stream for 4 or 5 hours. Because when you stream, it's, hours on end. Streaming an hour a day is basically wasting your time. It really is. Whenever you're streaming and you're wanting to grow, that's why you stream. You're trying to grow on YouTube. I want to show you the time difference. Like this round, 122. Look at the kills, 50,000 kills. But this is what I was trying to tell you guys. In 1 week, Quasar said it was impossible. Not 1 week, about 2 weeks, that you couldn't get to level 1,000. It only takes a couple of 100,000 kills or less to max prestige, to prestige 10. Like, I've seen people with about 130,000 kills, I think it's 130,000 kills, and they're at prestige 10. So they don't have to prestige no more, right? If you play to round 1 to 100, 105 or something like that, it will max you out from level 1 to level 35. I did this on PS4. It was no time. I was level 1000. It took me a while on Xbox, because I didn't go to 1 to 100 when Black Ops 3 came out. But then whenever Gorod Kurovi dropped, I bought a PS4. And before 1 month was up, it was time in-game played was, I think, 5 in-game days played, and I'd already been maxed out at 1,000. Already maxed out at 1,000. So you're talking 50,000 kills a game or more, and it's a 6-hour. Then how much XP? That's like 50 or 60 XP per 50 or 60,000 XP per, or 50 XP per zombie, right? I think when you kill them on this map with the gravity spikes, it's 75 XP. 75 times 50,000. Add that up. Come here now. Let me show you my dog, guys. Come here. This is Nana. Say hey. She's got big old antenna ears. She's a Chiweenie. See how little her arms are? Chiweenie. You're a Chiweenie? She don't like being picked up like that. Let me let her out. You want to go out? Go on. Go on. You know. And for all you new people that are going to watch this, you want help. She's wanting to get back in. You want help to go high rounds? Come on. And for a fee, I'll help you. You'd be like, what? I'll say, yeah. If you subscribe to the channel, I'll help you do it. Is that bad? I need money. Like I need money. I'm in a bad predicament with money. Like I really am. So no, obviously I'd help you regardless of that. I'm just putting it in there because that is kind of shitty, right? Because if you didn't have no money and then you really wanted to go on a high round, I would do it. I would say when I start streaming, if you're new and you watch this right here, and you just follow the channel, you stay subscribed, because I check every subscriber. You got to make sure your sub's visible, because there's about 200 or 300 people that's invisible. They send messages and say they're subscribed, but they're actually, I can't tell, you know, so. And so many people lie and make up stuff. It's hard to know who's telling the truth. I mean, and if you're the first time watching this video and you're like, this guy's this way, no, you can ask anybody that has subscribed. When I stream, there's about 10 or 20 of that dedicated people. You know, it used to be a lot more than that, but I stream for a while, then I don't stream for a while. You know, and that's been going on for a couple of years. The only time I ever consistently streamed, I gained 1,000 subscribers. And after that, you know, it was 2-3 years I didn't stream, and then I streamed like 6 months ago, and then the internet, it was just such an issue for internet. Like, I didn't have it at my house. I bought a new house, and all I had to do is come to the light pole and run it from the light pole. Oh, I gotta be careful because of the new round. A Margwa or something. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown this. You know, anyways, power vacuum. I'm getting way off topic. Way off topic. We're talking about streaming and stuff. Instead of this. You guys want to go high rounds on zombies, you're still a Black Ops 3 player and all that. And if you want to do it on stream, while I'm streaming, depending on what map, oh yeah, remember how long last round was? Let's do it this way, So depending on what map it is, if for example, if you're a player that's not all that good at the game, then when we play DE, I'm taking electric bow. And that's not, don't feel bad about that, that's just what I'm doing, you know. Because I don't have time to play a game for 30 minutes whenever we set it up to do a high round game, and then you decide that you don't want to play. Because a high round game like this, as you can tell, on solo, takes 6 hours and something. On 2 players, it takes 6 hours to get, and that is if you start off the beginning, you get the bow within 15 minutes, it takes 6 hours camping. Oh gosh, let me grab this. Oh. It takes 6 friggin' hours to get to 100 period. Like to 100 period, where it only takes 4 hours on. Now you're talking about multiple players. If you got 4 players, it would take you 12 hours. Camping with everybody having power vacuums, 12 hours to get to 100. So whenever I say you want to play a high round and then you get on there and then you play for an hour and you're like, oh, I don't want to play no more, then you just wasted my time. So please, if you're serious about wanting to go really far and you have time to go far, then, you know, hit me up. We'll schedule a day to do it when I'm not working, like actual work. And then we'll get that done. And I'm getting so far off topic because somebody asked me today about this. And Mr. Low-Key, if you watch this video and you made it this far, buddy, what in the world was you talking about? You said that I deleted, and I'm all over the board, guys, because, you know, I'm really tired. I didn't want to make a video today, and me being me, this is what happens. I'll talk about one thing for a few minutes, and then I'll get off track and talk about another thing, and another thing, and another thing. That's just who I am. You gotta love me. You know, you just gotta, you either love me or hate me. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. But Mr. Low-Key, what are you talking about? Deleted your comment? I don't understand what you're saying. You said I deleted your comment before that. You had only wrote the one comment saying that I deleted your comment. If you wrote something inappropriate, then it might have hit it, but I don't even think that happened because I went on YouTube and checked. And the only thing you wrote a comment on is you wrote one stream. You wrote a comment saying to stream the day before that. But anyways, Mr. Low-Key, love you to death. You and your girlfriend, love you both. And I know you've had problems in the past with streamers being mean to you, or that's what you told me. So, you know, I didn't want you to think that was what was going on. Obviously, I'm not a mean person. You know, a big talkative person. Guys, well, I've been playing for 11 minutes. This video is going to be a little bit long. I'm going to play a little different. Because how long these rounds take, camping here takes longer than actually playing without the power vacuum. Without the power vacuum, or I mean without, with just sitting there shooting the Apothicon Servant takes double the time as it is like this right here. But it's easier for me to talk to you and interact with you whenever I'm shooting the Apothicon Servant. So, I'm going to show you the time difference. I'm just going to shoot the Apothicon this round. And then next round, I'm going to not use the Apothicon. I'm going to just use like regular instant kill. Oh, I don't want to hit that because that takes a lot more time. I want to just play regular. Guys, I'm just trying to spout stuff because when I'm not streaming, it is harder to talk. Like it really is. For me, it's harder to talk. Like, it really is. And I want to see a comment from Quasar. Quasar, you have been a dedicated supporter to the channel. You and Buck both, all of you, is Low-Key. I forget the one guy's name. He's been messaging me. I'm gonna figure his name out. CGS. Oh, somebody just texted. Yeah. Oh, that was 6 hours ago. Yo. Zekton. I can't play anything on the Xbox because obviously I'm on 123. This is 5 or 6 days, guys. I don't have the time. That's why I said to stream. If I did, you know, if I played this straight through a 7-hour stream in one day, I'd get to 240, you know. 240 pretty quick. So, my game will crash eventually. I don't know of anybody being able to have a game on for 5 or 6 days in an old Xbox. Be on for 5 or 6 days and it not crash. That's why you're supposed to play at least 4 hours a day. Once you get up higher in the rounds, you're going about 1 to 2 rounds per day. You know, and they're taking 30 minutes a round. And that's, you know, that's just the way it gets. Like I'm at 52,000 kills, and I mean I've been grabbing nukes like crazy. I'm at 123. Each round is an extra wave. And guys, it does look like super easy. This is pretty easy, but a lot of people have a hard time getting to this point. So if you're like me, you don't have a massive amount of gobble gums, right? Oh, it's the other round. Well, that's what it is. So I don't have just like a massive amount of gobble gums. You're talking about 79 max ammos and 1 per round. You can run out of that in just a few days if you played legit games like where you didn't close your app or anything like that. which is sad that people do close the route. And there's a way for free liquid divining now. I need to do that. You know, and just like get massive and just set from round one into this power vacuum strat. All right. So you've seen that round was a little lengthy. Now this round I'm going to use insta kills and I'm going to play as if I didn't have a power vacuum. When you don't have a power vacuum, then what you have to do, we'll start out just like this. You do this back and forth. I'm just hoping not to hit that. You go like what I'm doing now with the gravity spike, window to window. I didn't want to do that. And then you fire one shot. Instant kill is going to help the round go fast. So you fire one shot and it'll charge your Apothicon Servant or your gravity spikes. And then you do your gravity spikes like this on an insta kill. The problem that I'm going to have is I need to grab that stuff in front of me before I start this. Because it gets in the way. Alright, let's go over here. Instant kill will get you killed because when they smack you on an insta kill, you lose your Widow's Wine. And Widow's Wine grenade is everything. But watch, half the time in this round. This round right here will take half the time. And you're like, why don't you do that all the time? But, you know, I don't know. Boring, I don't know. It is what it is. So, once it charges, we'll grab this just to get it out of the way. 16 minutes in. Right, this should start. So if you're playing this game and you don't have power vacuum, don't think you need it because if this round that I'm on, one Apothicon Servant will last you one full round without any max ammos. So if you got Alchemical Athesis, it would be one every other round. As long as you're doing exactly what I'm doing right here, it would be one a chemical every other round. If you had max ammo saved up, stuff like that, I recommend using fire cells because hitting the box. Oh, this is just going to be a waste. So let's get that out of the way. Hitting the box early on takes up all the points. Yeah, it really does. Hitting the box really early on takes up all your points, and it's just some people would say, "Oh, well, you're going 100 or 200 something." It does. If you don't get your setup really quick, and don't go for the shadow. Yeah, the shadow man mask is stupid. You know, it really is. The only thing it's going to help you with is like Panzers and Margwas, and they only spawn once every 10, 20 rounds or something like that, you know. Alright. So, that's what I said about that's a kill, get you killed. But this round it will be over in half the time. It really will. Guys, I feel they put me on this crazy medication today, and if you can't tell, I just feel so crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It's insane. Like, it's insane. You know, I'm about to have to. I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. If you've ever taken any kind of medication before from a doctor, and it makes you feel like this, it's got me feeling weird, dude. Like, I don't even like it. And I'm trying to talk to you to calm down. I mean, I called the doctor earlier today and they said that does that. It's a side effect for it. I don't even know why I told you that. That's irrelevant. Right? I don't know a lot of people want to watch this video. As long as Buck, Quasar, CBS, and those guys see it, that's all that matters. And I don't know what to tell you, Buck and Quasar, about streaming. Like, I really don't. I don't know what there's nothing I could really say because I have internet And the God's honest truth, like the God's honest truth, right now with me, like I'm working all day long. Like that's what's going on. I'm playing the game in between, and today I didn't even get to play the game. Like in between, like when I get something to eat, it's at my house. I've got 200 tomato plants. And if you want to know what that looks like, Google that. 200 tomato plants, and I still ain't got the squash, the cabbage, the watermelon, nothing in the ground. Like, I'm so broke that I mean, I'm having to do that to make money. You know, and I won't get the money until like late May. This is May, right? May. I mean, September. I'll upload a picture. It'll remind me. Quasar Bucky, you watch this video? Remind me, and I'll upload a picture on the farming, the field I got. Agriculture is like insane, dude. It's hard work. Like it's super hard work. My uncle told me today that nobody wanted to work. He said that it ain't got nothing to do with this, the check stuff. He said that might increase it a little bit, but he just said nobody wants to work. Farming is backbreaking work. It is. And he said he started his farm in '92 and he's rich now. But you can't expect him to give me money, you know, because rich people don't think like that. They just don't. You know, I've never ever seen a rich person, a self-made rich person, or even a rich person just give someone poor a lot of money, you know. And I don't know why they don't. Like, they are secured, their futures are secured. They see someone with a lot of potential, like, and then they can help them. I just don't understand it. But I guess that's why I'll never do it. Like, you got, I don't know. I'm off the wall here with questions and everything else. This round seems like it's taking a long time, but it's taking half the time of the other round. The one we did before this. Oh man, my batteries are low. See, look at that. That took half the time. Half the time. Oh yeah, I can charge it like this. That took literally half the time as the first round did. Alright guys, it's been going on 22 minutes. This is the last round. Anything you guys want to ask me, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And if you've watched for 23 minutes of this video, hit that subscribe button. Help me out. You know, obviously I don't want you to subscribe if you're not going to watch the videos. You know, to be a sub and like just an average, what I call a person, a subscriber that just never watches. And I understand that life itself gets in the way. Like, I mean, I'm not totally ignorant. A lot of you guys will be like, "There's nothing like that," you know. Anyways, I know that sometimes a person will subscribe because they like something at the moment, and the person, they get bored. Because people have, especially the youth today, has an attention span of about 5 seconds. If you're wondering why when you click on a video that changes, like Mr. Beast's videos, every foot, he doesn't have his picture on one thing for more than 5 seconds. It's because people have short attention spans. A video like this, if you're watching it, you're probably a pretty good person, and listen, pay attention. Because, you know, you sit here for 24 minutes watching a guy talk and ramble on about something, you know, just random stuff. Look at Noah J. Noah J is, guys, chat, you know, and his videos are the same way. When he uploads them, they're like a few seconds at a time. When he's streaming, he's always like enthusiastic, and I'm more like, yeah, hush. But I know that every one of my subscribers are really, there's like a friendship with them. You know, like Buck Quasar. Buck calls me, tells me I've helped him out through life. Buck says things like that. You know, I don't understand what they're saying by that. Sometimes, you know, I don't understand the impact that I have as an influencer on someone like that. I appreciate it a lot, and I feel like I neglect them, like, you know. But everybody, it seems to be in chat, like, asks me questions that sometimes makes me think, whoa, you know, or wow, really? You know, I've got a guy now, Shane, if you watch the video, he says that he's going to come, it's like 3 or 4 hours from me, and the kid is accomplishing so much. He's became a firefighter, he's graduated high school, like, just all kinds of amazing things. Like the kid is, his name's Shane, like, he's done so much amazing things. You know, and then he's wanting to meet me. You know, and I feel like I neglect a lot of people. I mean, people in my life say the same thing. They're like, oh, you do. My name's Paul. Said, you just have such an impact on my life. There's something about you. And I'm like, well, you know, I don't know what that is. But a lot of people say it, so it must be true. And I ain't talking about one or two, like everybody. So if any of you guys got any deep questions is what I'm trying to get at. And, you know, reasonable. I ain't talking about a 15-year-old asking about his girlfriend. You know, but a reasonable question is something in life that you're dealing with and you want to ask me about it. You know, I'm a good listener. Because there's a lot of you kids that doesn't have people that can understand your situation. And I'm someone that, I'm a know-it-all. I mean, I guess you could say that. Well, like I usually can figure out a lot of things that other people seem to not think. I think outside of the box a lot. You know, because we all have a certain way of thinking. And sometimes it ain't in our realm of thinking to figure out a problem that would be simple for somebody else to figure out, because it's just not in that person, or they've not had that life experience, right? Come in here and play on zombies and here and listen to me ramble and become a psychologist. Alright, 28 minutes in. And for you guys that say, oh, I wanted you to watch you go from round 1. Well, how was I going to put 7 hours of gameplay in a video? Okay. You're talking about recording, editing, software. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. So if you wanted that kind of video, you know, you just going to have to wait till I grow. But I may never grow. As long as you're the one watching me, and that's all that matters, right? Oh, alright, Alabama. If you've noticed, guys, it's already took longer than last round. It's already. The reason why it takes longer shooting the Apothicon server, watch how many kills you get. Right there at the end, you got your majority of kills. Now, watch how many kills I'm about to get. With using firing one Apothicon and one Gravity Spikes, watch how many kills I get. It's a never-ending stream. You know, it's a never-ending stream of kills. It keeps recharging when you use an insta-kill like this. It's recharging your thing. They never stop spawning. When you use the Apothicon, it kills off to 24 zombies, maybe a little more. And then whenever it stops the respawn. Every time those Gravity Spikes hit, it's 2 to 5 zombies. Every time. Sometimes more than that. Yeah. That's why it's faster. It's harder, but it's faster to do it that way. If my game don't lag out, which it will. Next time I'm gonna I'm gonna play like starting on a Saturday. Cause if this game wasn't on right now, I'd be streaming Fortnite. Like I would actually be streaming Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite in the back. Got my little fridge, got my little cones. Should be getting close to Ed's end. Well, should be. Yeah. So when you get close down with your power vacuum like this, you're supposed to do it 3 rounds ago, but you come over here and hit this. You know, you don't actually pick up nothing. See right there, I should have picked that up. If I'd have did this 3 rounds ago, it would have been fine. But you do not want to give up 1 round of that. Or I mean, see, look at that. See what I'm talking about? If I'd have picked up the alchemical, I would have traded the power vacuum. That power vacuum will get me through a round safer than it will. Because you got a lot of rounds to go, guys. You're thinking, if you're a hardcore zombies person, and don't judge power vacuum because you don't have any. Don't say, oh, this is so easy, oh, you're saying, because you don't have any. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. There's a liquid divinium glitch that you can get thousands of liquid divinium. I've never done it. Probably never will. I mean, I just don't do glitches like that. I should, because I've spent thousands of dollars on the game. And endless hours. But anyways, power vacuum. I lost my train of thought. When you're playing zombies like this, zombies last forever. You've got a 4 rounds that this lasts, right? 4 rounds. Zombies go to 250. Sitting right here with this apothecary servant with a power vacuum takes 7 or 8 minutes per round. Now, when you're doing it the other way and you don't get a max ammo, it'll take you hours per round. Hours. When you get up a little farther and a little farther, even with what I'm doing, will take 30 minutes a round. 30 minutes a round to per round. So you want to fuss about power vacuum all day long, you can. But who has got the time to do that? I have played high rounds after high rounds, and the highest I've ever got was 165. And the game was offline. It was offline, and it crashed offline. And it took like 5 or 6 days. It was Garud Karovi. It was offline, and I was running trains. Like, I was running trains over by the tank station, fighting off all that crazy stuff. Like back when the game first came out. So, me and my friend Dallas Nation went a lot of high rounds. No gobble gums, none of that. All the games, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and the game crashes 90% of the time. We sat for months and months and months going to 100, and I would get to 70 and the game would crash, 80 and the game would. And so if you can use something like a power vacuum to speed the process up, to get you there faster, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't tell yourself they are, because that's stupid. Is it boring in some people's mind? Maybe. If you're getting bored playing zombies, or like something like that bores you, you shouldn't be on the game anyway. You should be on Fortnite. Because zombies is slow. I mean, it's just slow. That's what it is. This is going to be the last round, guys. The game's been going on for 34 minutes. And another thing is, I don't know why my videos are not 1080p. They're only 720p, because I have a 2080 graphics. I mean, it's a $2,500 computer. I mean, that's a lot of money. It really is. And if you don't think it is, then donate me $2,500, and I'll buy a 3080 graphics card. You don't think $2,500 is a lot of money? I'll take your money. You can give it to me. It'll help me out. Like, I mean, I got a mortgage that costs $7,000-8,000 a year. Well, it's a little over 8,000. Probably a little more than that. But I don't have no way to pay. I'm on a fixed income, dude. Like, it's mental issues. So I need to. Your money! So Quasar, what is that money? No, Quasar, you're awesome. You have been subscribed to my channel for a long time, but I've noticed that you not cancel your membership even when I've not been streaming. Which, folks, you can learn from that. I ain't saying that someone should pay someone just to pay them, but when you got someone dedicated to someone that cares about them like that, even when they're on their lowest low, and they still take care of that person, you can't beat that. You can't buy loyalty like that. In this life, to me, loyalty and respect, while someone's not around and treating them good while they're not around, is just, there's nothing no better. You can't buy that. Like, loyalty is just, you can't buy loyalty. It's just amazing. Friendship to me means everything. Today, a friend means nothing to anybody else. Everybody says they got a friend, but that they really don't. You know, and you're probably one of them too. Whoever's watching this, think about it. If that friend didn't do something that you didn't like, or if you met someone else that you thought was cooler, you'd probably throw them to the curb. I've met thousands of people in my life, and I've never met but one or two that would be loyal to you. You know, so that's what makes me insane. Care so much about Quasar. When he says, calls me his son, or calls me his son, when he says that I'm his daddy, not in a weird way, but like that he thinks of me as a stepdad or something like that. And I've never actually been around him, and I believe that he feels it, that way. Words cannot explain that. Words cannot explain that. And he's not being crazy or anything like that. He's just had a hard time, and I've probably talked to him and said some things that really helped him. And you just can't beat that. That's 38-minute video. It's a marathon. We're talking about a movie here. You guys really have popcorn. If you've made it this far into the video, you need to subscribe. Like, I'm just telling you, you need to subscribe. Because if you're in depth listening to me talking, and you can understand what I'm saying without thinking something, and you've got past the accent. Anyways, guys, I love you. Peace. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. What round are we on? So 127. I don't know what round we started, but I'll check it. We'll try to upload one of these videos once a week. We'll try to stream. If you guys need to go for a high round, hit me up. But I'm going to tell you, you play a game and then you leave the game before we get to 100. That's probably going to be the end of it. So make sure you have 6 hours of time to play before you hit me up, alright?